Everybody dies. It's just life around here.
Well, look at what I've done. I should have taken you back long ago. Instead, we are both abandoned here.
Well, maybe your home's the ones that's lost. That's why they can't find us.
Erik Killmonger is a prime example of a tragic villain in a movie. Killmonger isn't just a villain or an antagonist at the end of the day. This is a man, a human being, that could have done better with himself and with his life, but his pain and his anger has driven him to something much more darker. Killmonger is damn near brilliant, just with his overall combat skills and his intelligence, but with everything that's going on with his character and just him as a person, he seems very conflicted. Deep down, we see a man who possibly wants to do better, but his actions and his morals just say differently. It doesn't show someone wanting to do better, but it shows somebody in pain, shows someone dealing with grief. We must take into account that Killmonger's dad was murdered. Not only was his dad murdered, he was alienated by his own people, his own society. How was this kid supposed to live with the fact that his father was murdered by his own people? The people he looked up to, the people he was taught to love and admire. And what Killmonger stands for and believes in speaks volumes. He's not just somebody who's courageous and brave. He's more than that. He's a statement. Throughout the movie, Killmonger consistently challenges Wakanda on their ideals and what they stand for. He believes they can be doing so much more. But the question is, why aren't they? Originally, Wakanda is not really taking Killmonger as seriously, but after seeing his heritage and where he's coming from, they start to see him more as a threat. Going against T'Challa and challenging him to a fight was a big move for Killmonger. This is what he built up to. This is what he's been waiting for, and it's finally here. This is such a pivotal moment for his character. Now, this is something we've talked about on the channel before, but it gave him something that he's been craving for a while, and that is power.
Nah, I'm your king.
Killmonger becoming king of Wakanda temporarily means a lot more than we know. How could this dude just step in and immediately take over? It's wild to think about. But when you realize how insanely skilled he is, it all comes into play. It all makes sense. There's so much more to think about with his character. Killmonger is a symbol for something much greater than we think about. We go into this movie watching it as a normal superhero movie, but we have to think about the depths and the levels behind it. Seeing the inner child inside of Killmonger as he's a grown man now means so much more. Having that conversation with his father that one last time in the ancestral plane, it's important. It's fundamental. All that anger that he's been dealing with ever since losing his father, it's been taken out on other people. That grief, that loss of attachment, he's never recovered fully from it, and he probably never will. And of course, he never got the chance to. Going back to a topic I talked about previously in the video, Killmonger just believes Wakanda could honestly be doing so much more. Go against issues such as racism, colonization, things like this. These are issues Killmonger just believes Wakanda could actually fight against. And he's wondering again, why don't y'all do anything? And he's not just talking out of his ass here. These are actual issues that he's faced and dealt with and that he's trying to fight against. But the problem is he's doing it in the wrong way. He's not wrong entirely. Wakanda is very powerful. They can do a lot. Look at Wakanda and what they have. The resources, vibranium, so much more. There's a lot to go off about. But the thing is that Killmonger's missing something. There's something that he's not seeing. And I don't even think he realizes it. He's become what he's fighting against. He's become power hungry, power driven. He doesn't even realize it. But every single thing that he's doing isn't right. This isn't the way to go about it. We fought for this, didn't we? But nah, man, this ain't it. All those issues I talked about, colonization, gentrification, racism, so much more to speak about. It's all becoming something in the past now. Why is that? Because Killmonger doesn't even realize what he's doing. It's not about fighting these issues anymore. It's about becoming king. Even then, it makes you think, was it always about becoming king and getting that power? Or was it really about fighting back? And this is what makes his death so impactful. There's a level of sadness there. There's a level of grief. You can feel for his character because you can see deep down there could have been something greater. There could have been a more positive movement. And the fact that it was never embarked on makes his death sad. This isn't just a story about a Marvel villain or Marvel antagonist. This is a story about a young man fighting back, But power corrupted him. And a lot of the things that he was fighting against, he became, and he didn't even realize it. Killmonger could have been something more, but it's something we'll never know. There could have been a hero deep down, but his story concluded before it could even start.
And here you stand. Are you gonna be noble like your brother? Or take care of business? Like me.